I love watching other people get scared. On Wednesdays, I cook a recipe I found on Pepper the app. Today's recipe is gonna be white enchilada casserole from Mackenzie Borzik. My oven's preheating to 350. I'll put a 16-ounce container of sour cream in this bowl. This is one of those assemble and just put it in the oven recipes. Y'all know I love that. Can of cream of chicken soup. Mackenzie calls for about a 1/3 cup of milk. Pack of taco seasoning. We're gonna whisk all this together. Mackenzie's recipe didn't call for it, but I'm gonna put in a can of diced green chilies. Let's set that to the side. I've got a 9x13 baking dish and some flour tortillas. Mackenzie doesn't say to spray the dish, but just felt like I needed to. I'm gonna put a layer of these down in the bottom. Let me get a shot of this for y'all. That's how I'm looking to start out with. Mackenzie calls for 4 cups of cooked chicken. Y'all already know I'm a hoe for a rotisserie chicken. She said in her recipe, this is gonna be about 2 layers, so I'm gonna use half the chicken. I'm using a cheddar jack blend here. All right, now we're gonna do some of this mixture, and I'm thinking half. There we go. She had a note that she used a layer of queso in the middle. I've got some of this Velveeta queso blanco, and I'm just gonna cut some like thin slices and lay them out in the middle here. Look at that. Another layer of tortilla. Here's what that layer is looking like. Now we're just gonna do it all again, minus that Velveeta queso. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm putting another layer of tortillas on the top. That might be a mistake and I might regret it, but I think I'm just gonna put more cheese here. Into the oven for 40 minutes. The recipe does not specify covered or uncovered. I'm gonna rock it uncovered and I'll let you know. All right, I can't remember who did it, but somebody made beer and cheese soup, put it on Pepper, and then tagged me on Instagram. Just want you to know, I saw it, I saved it, we're making it next Wednesday. Another little noteworthy tidbit is Matt from Pepper the app, one of the founders. He was talking to me last week and he's like, hey, can you let everybody know about the import feature? So that feature is where you can take a recipe video and you can go drop it into Pepper the app and it will generate a written recipe for you. Now, here's the caveat. If it's just a recipe video with no written recipe in the description, Pepper's gonna generate a really good start for you, but you're probably gonna have to make a few little like edits on it, right? However, if the video has the recipe written out in the caption, it will translate that into a Pepper the app recipe for you that you can save. So I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't looking at this from the eyes of a viewer. I texted Matt back and I was like, all right, cool story, bro. But if I'm watching the video and they've got the recipe written out, why would I want to go put it into another app? So he told me they added that feature because it was so highly requested. So many people said that their favorites folder on the other apps were just completely jumbled up with all kinds of stuff that wasn't necessarily recipes. And I was like, okay, I got that now. I swear, if anybody ever saw my favorites folder, I have about 100 million recipes saved, but they're all mixed in with goat yoga videos, breaking news from 8 months ago that I was gonna go back and watch the recap of and never did, and videos of people getting scared because I love watching other people get scared. After 40 minutes, she was golden bubbly, so I let it sit for about 10 minutes, and now we're gonna cut into it. That Velveeta in the middle was the right call. Oh, hot. All right, Mackenzie, you did it with this one. I have one note, and every time I make changes to a recipe and I repost it on Pepper, I always include the changes I made. Here's what I'm gonna do next time I make this. I'm gonna spread a very thin layer of that sour cream mixture on the bottom of the pan and then put my first layer of tortillas in. Because my bottom layer of tortillas is kind of a little done. Y'all come fix you a plate of this.